I tell you something.
Yes.
That UG is totally digested now in my system. I don't miss him. And there are moments that I don't even want to go and see him as a teacher, but as a human being, yes, of course. Last time when I met him, every year he comes, there's one particular question I ask him, which I've been pursuing year after year. And somehow it gets mingled with my life, and I keep on finding the meaning of that little question. And then if there's a block, the next year I go to him and say, what about this? He doesn't, of course, remember that there's a continuity of that question in my mind. So last time, the very significant question, I will not be able to tell you what it was. And something remained this time, and I find that when UG comes, he wastes such a lot of time with people. Purposely he's wasting his time because he finds he's at a stage where he feels all this talk is nonsense. And to most of the people it is entertainment. To me it's too serious a matter for entertainment. So I feel very, very sorry that his time is being wasted. But he doesn't mind it at all. He doesn't realize what a precious person he is, what a precious human being he is. So I had to go and stop everything and UG, I want to ask a question. Please, everybody, silence now. Don't talk. Then I said, there is a contradiction in you. I purposely wanted to prove it. While you say A and you say B, and they don't match, where do you stand? And of course, I said, UG, you don't listen to the question now. Halfway through, you jump off and take off and answer to a question which is not question to you. And listen to my question before you answer. And before he started answering, whatever answer he gave had no relevance to the question. But something silently happened in me. That question fell off. That question fell off just like that. And there was no physical reaction at all. And since that day, the question has fallen off. For me, UG, if you ask me about UG, who's UG, I'll say, what UG are you talking about? Who's UG? I don't know. I'm not competent enough to talk to him. And secondly, I don't want to become a medium. I can't be a mediator between you and UG. And most of the people you talk to about UG, they are bound to misunderstand him. The biggest of human beings on this earth are going to misunderstand him. It's not easy to take UG as he is. And therefore, I wish he clarifies a lot of things, a lot of mess about religion. Because I feel there is a basis to a lot of things that happened in this country. And there is a meaning to it. And he has to make fun of them and destroy them before you really find a real meaning to it. And I just wish that he devotes a little time before he goes away from this earth to clarifying some of the things that are never going to die in this country. People not going to push off. And if there is any real meaning to those things, the only man who can bring them out is UG. But he doesn't want to do it because it's very dangerous. If a man comes out of tradition to ask a question and he answers not in the negative, he's going to stick to that tradition which UG dreads. He wants to destroy all tradition. He wants to destroy, in fact, he's right. He's the greatest non-teacher on this earth.
Yes.
Greatest non-guru. He doesn't want to be a teacher.
Yes.
He doesn't want to give you everything. What he wants is to take away everything. Now he coined another word, garbage, which is very, very significant because all knowledge is garbage ultimately. Everything's stuffed into you. But the whole tragedy is when the garbage is moved out of you, the world is removed out of you.
Yes.
And you become kind of a garbage to the world because world starts appearing as a garbage. And to function in this garbage becomes a little difficult. So all the things we feel about ourselves, we're better than other human beings, we are spiritual, we have questions which other people don't have, we are seekers, we have goals, we are spiritual, all that nonsense falls off. When it doesn't fall off, you realize it's nonsense. The moment you realize it's nonsense, it falls off. And when it falls off, what remains with you is the misery of your existence. You call it misery or you don't call it misery, but that's what it is. You call it boredom, you don't call it boredom. You call it drive or you call it non-drive, but the drive is goes away. For 99% of the things, drive goes away. But there is a lot of drive when this kind of a question comes. There is something to it. And that kind of a revolution can be brought about on this earth by a few people who understood you. I don't think the understanding is the word. Understanding is not the word. There is an understanding. We are not trying to understand. We're covered. And Yuji tears it apart, but you can't see him tear it apart.
Yes.
But it is there. That process is all. His presence is there. His words. And then if you're serious enough, they haunt you later.
Yes.
And you're not conscious of them. Somewhere they're working in you.
Yes.
And later on, when you want to think of the same question, or you want to pick up a book of Yuji to read, you read half a page and you throw it off. What garbage you say.
Yes.
Even Yuji looks like garbage most of the time. And I'm very happy with that. I'm extremely happy that, to me, if I never see Yuji again after this, I'll have no regrets. I think Yuji has done his work on me. And I got what I wanted. I don't know, I shouldn't say I got. I lost everything that I should have lost. I'm a totally contented man. And the greatest fortune in my life was that I met a man called Yuji. Otherwise, I would just wasted my life.